Hello everyone, beef-cheese-burge here, working on a game called Dance Shoes. I think I've accepted that my posting schedule is shifted by 1 day. So this week I fixed a lot of problems from last week, especially with the dialogue and item system. I also made enemies and tried to use Toon Shader, but I don't think it worked. I fixed the dialogue problem by using if context.cancelled with the new input system. I did not know about this. It's super useful. I also tried to make a Toon Shader. It's pretty cool, but not exactly what I was looking for. And I also tried to use Unity's Toon Shader, and as you see, it also does not work well here. I think I need to join all of Dan's parts together and make a whole material for him. But my baking doesn't seem to be working because after baking, the image texture is still blank. I tried multiple solutions I found online, like using glossy BSDF and all that, but it still doesn't work. I made enemies. They don't actually look like that. I just used Dan's model as a placeholder. They're what you call truancy officers? I think that term's a bit outdated. They basically chase you to get you back to school, because Dan's still a kid. He's supposed to go to school. But he's not in school, because he needs to find his shoes. The thing is, I feel like they're actually scary. I don't intend them to be scary. I have absolutely no problems with truancy officers. They're just trying to do their job. But I guess maybe that's what happens when you have a person in a T-pose and a floating searchlight chasing you at Mach 8. As to the actual process of making the truancy officers, I feel like it's a bit anticlimactic. I expected it to be writing great blocks of code and finally getting it to work after many hours of sweat and pain. But in reality, I just had to install the navigation package, click my officer up to it, and set a destination. I guess that's what packages do. I am very curious about how the navigation package actually works, so I'll do some research on that. Next week, I'm probably just gonna work on assets and try to make a custom shader for real this time. I'll also try rigging Dan again and try animating him because he can't just walk around in the T-pose all day. But I think that my game needs some actual real special mechanics, so I'll have to think about that too. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this week. Signing off now. See ya next time. Bye bye!